Christmas and welcome back to Mike's Bakes. Today I'm just going to be redoing one of my old videos, how to make sausage rolls for Christmas, but just in a bit more detail. So let's get going. So first you will need 225 grams of flour, 175 grams of butter, 450 grams of pork sausage meat, 1 onion, and an egg. So first what you want to do is to put your butter and your flour in the bowl. I'm going to sieve my flour in. Just so you know, I'm using triple the amounts here because I want to make plenty for Christmas because I've got people coming over. So I've sieved the flour and it's now in the bowl, and we're now going to put in our butter. Cool, perfect. And now we're going to use my family's traditional technique of mixing the flour and the butter together by using 2 knives. And all you just want to do is just put the knives against each other and sort of just cut the butter. This will take a while, but with the magic of editing, and it's all perfectly in just lumps now. Lumps of butter, which we're now going to smooth in. 2 ways of doing this. There's the hard way and more physical, which is make sure you get your hands washed first, I have, and then we're just going to go in and rub the butter between our fingertips. Or alternatively, Jeremy Clarkson approach, speed and power. So I've got everything set up and it's all in the bowl already, and I've got this fine whisk attachment on and a lid. This is really important. If you don't have a lid, it's sort of just going to fly everywhere. So I'm going to put that down. Bit of pressure on the top, not loads. Don't have to be really strong with it, but just so that nothing, no bits of flour comes through. Fire it up to the highest speed that you can get, just so it's really breaking everything up and it's really efficient. And this is the really fast, easy, lazy approach to rubbing it in with your fingers. Let's go. Now we're starting to get some clumps of pastry forming together, which is actually pretty good. So I'm just going to have a quick play with my hands just to see how it is. And I think that's actually a really good texture. I might add in just a tad bit of water, possibly, if it's falling apart. We now have our pastry dough, which we're going to set aside, and we're going to focus on the meat for now. So now we're going to dice our onion. Perfect. You do not want to see me cutting an onion. I mean, this is just terrible. Well, now I can't see. Pop that straight in. So it's now time to get rolling our dough out. So I'm just going to get some flour on the surface. And now we're just going to roll out a bit of our pastry. Not all of it, because if we roll out all of it, then it'll just be the size of my house. Then we just need to, down the middle, plonk it. I'm going to get my rolling pin, which is actually falling apart. And instead of putting flour on the rolling pin, I like to put flour on the dough itself. And then we're just going to start rolling. Be careful with your pastry because, as you can see, cracks form very easily because it's not very moist. So I've just put some water into the dough because it was falling apart. So now I have a big enough area of dough, so I'm just going to cut it into a rectangle. Okay, so now we're going to take our meat and we are going to put it on to our pastry. I'm going to take this egg, I'm going to beat it, and then I'm going to brush it over. And then I'm just going to take this brush, food safe brush, and then I'm just going to brush it along the top here, just so this helps seal the sausage roll. Okay, and I'm just going to take the bottom off here, and I'm going to roll it towards the egg yolk. So the first one's always difficult because you don't really know how it's going to turn out. And then we're going to just take our scissors. Do we want it in 3 or do we want it in 4? So I'm going to say 3. And then the way to just finish it off is just to put these slits in with a sort of 45-degree angle with your scissors so they cook better in the oven. So now I'm going to put them on a tray and then repeat this process over and over again. Okay, so now I've got all of these done. Very tedious process, but now I've just got to put them all into tubs. And I'll do that with the magic of editing in 3, 2, 1. And they're all in boxes. So now I'm just going to put these in the freezer and clear the work surface. Wow, editing really does work. And now you're going to want to heat your oven to 180 degrees and wait for that to warm up, and then we can put our sausage rolls in. So now I'm just going to do 4 sausage rolls, and I'm just going to put them on a tray with some grease-proof baking paper on it. So I'm just going to put these evenly spaced. When you do more, you'll probably want to put them slightly closer together, but as long as they're not stuck together. And then we'll want to put this in the oven. If you're doing a large load, probably about 20 minutes, but if you're just doing 4 just to taste them, that's probably about like 12 minutes, basically. Open sesame. Close sesame. Set a timer for 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Starting now.
So the one thing that I did off camera was I did an egg wash, which is basically where I took the egg that I had left over and I brushed it on top of the sausage rolls. Okay, so it's time to try one of these. I should have done the egg wash a bit better, really. That is, to me, just Christmas. And I think the onion's nicer when it's larger because you can really taste it, rather than before when I used to make it and I used to just grate it. Definitely give this a try, but I need an expert opinion. The man, the myth, the legend, my dad.
Yummy.
So thanks for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it, and what?
Can I have some?
No, you can't have one.
Oh, please.
No, it's got onion in it.
Oh, I don't want that then.
So thanks for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like, a little subscribe button would be nice. Have a lovely Christmas. Shout out 11HPR, you know who you are.